Hello and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host, Irene Marie van der Walt, and in today's episode, we are joining you from Platz Am Meer in Swakopmund. Today we will be chatting with an aquaponics farmer all the way from Karibib, Jean Bouwer, and he's going to be telling us about the humble beginnings of his aquaponics farm, and he's also going to be sharing some advice for those of you who might be wanting to look into aquaponics. So stay with us, we'll be right back after this.
Taking my sweet time. Taking my sweet time. Each time. Sick and tired of seeing people always running in circles, chasing lies that never got them past the surface. What happened to our purpose? And don't believe the settling on what comes easy takes courage. Don't let haters tell you that it's not worth it. Don't let them take your purpose. I'm taking my sweet.
And now it is time for your news. In our first story for today, the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare handed over income-generating activity grants to several entrepreneurs from the Erongo region. 14 women and 2 men benefited from the initiative, in which they received different equipment like fridges, gas stoves, pots, microwaves, electric drills, worth more than 130,000 Namibian dollars. Beneficiary Esther Fleta, aged 53, expressed her thanks towards the ministry for boosting her business through the IGA grant. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for this as it will help my business tremendously. Fleta is a Karibib-based entrepreneur who runs a takeaway business known as Ehafu Trading. She sells fast food like fat cakes, chips, sausages and more, and has been operating her business for the last 20 years. She received a gas stove as well as pots. In our second story for today, the good news keeps coming. A medical campus built by a local businessman, Paulus Ndume, was officially opened in Walvis Bay on Wednesday. This came after Ndume saw the need for a medical campus in the harbour town. While the campus will first focus on nursing, its main aim is training medical technologists. However, according to Ndume, it is difficult to acquire the necessary medical equipment to do this training. We want to train people in specialized medical equipment. We need trained people to analyze samples of blood, tissue and bodily fluids using the latest technology and analytical techniques. There are many people in our community who have the knowledge, but not the papers. We want to take those that have the knowledge and train them properly. The campus consists of 6 classrooms, a computer lab, admin block and doctors' consulting offices, and can accommodate between 100 and 200 students. The aim is to facilitate internships for people we train on the same premises. And in our final story for today, the Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Kalle Schlettwein, officiated the groundbreaking of the Karibib Collector 2 pipeline between Swakopmund and Swakopmund on Saturday. The minister explained that the Karibib Collector 2 Swakopmund pipeline was commissioned in 1974 and is therefore already 47 years old. As evidenced by frequent pipe breaks, this 76-kilometer long underground pre-stressed concrete pipeline has reached the end of its economic life and therefore had to be replaced. Due to the high cost of such replacement, the sections to be replaced were prioritized, with those sections having the highest number of pipe breaks to be replaced first. Based on these priorities, NamWater's civil construction team has already replaced all the highest priority sections with a total length of 21.5 kilometers. The team has subsequently started with the second highest priority sections with a total length of 13.2 kilometers. And on that note, we end today's news. With me here is Jean Bouwer. He is an aquaponics farmer from Karibib. Hi, John. How are you?
Good morning, Irene. Very funny yourself.
I'm doing well. So, John, can you tell me, for the viewers who might not know, what is aquaponics?
Aquaponics is exploiting the symbiotic relationship that exists between plants and fish. The fish waste in the water, the plants clean the waste and in return clean water for the plants. It's all about the carbon cycle in nature, whereby ammonia is absorbed by the bacteria, it's returned into nitrite and nitrate, which is then absorbed by the plants. And short and sweet, the plants clean the water for the fish and the fish fertilizes for the plants.
And then, John, can you tell us why you decided to start with aquaponics?
That is an interesting question. My journey with aquaponics is started on a farm with friends, having a couple of beers, wanting to move the voerlok, the aviary. And then years ago I did a project where we used chicken waste as feed for barbers, and we said, why don't we use this voerlok, this aviary, and the droppings of the birds for the fish as food. So after a week's study or so, we discovered a thesis on aquaponics. This is 12, 15 years ago. So then aquaponics was not as commercial or as known as it is now. So after discovering that, there was a recipe to build a chop and flip system, which is a media bed system. And the next weekend, a couple of years later, we built our first aquaponics system, which was a meter by a meter worth a couple of hundred fish.
And then we had a discussion recently off camera about your troubles in adapting the Karibib environment, which is not very suited for aquaponics, to a favorable environment for aquaponics. Can you tell us about your challenges there?
Well, I said aquaponics can be cultivated anywhere, even they're planning it for the Mars space mission. The whole thing is controlling the environment for the plants, controlling the environment for the fish. Fish like heat, plants don't. Lettuce, which is our primary crop at the present moment, bolt at 26 degrees. So whatever we do, we need to control the temperature in the tunnels where the plants grow. And one of the biggest challenges is heat in Karibib. As everybody should know, Karibib is a hot place. But yes, we're doing it at the present moment. And people are still asking us how we can cultivate lettuce. Well, that's a trade secret.
So, John, for the viewers who are watching and are saying to themselves, but this John guy on Erongo Talk seems to be able to do it, why can't I? Do you have any advice for people who are looking to start their journey in aquaponics?
Well, correctly, as you said, Irene, aquaponics is a journey. It's not a destination. We started off small, a square meter, and we grew over 11 years, 10, 12 years, we grew into a commercial system with more than 8,000 plants running in the water at the present moment. How did we do it? Persistence, trial and error. There, you can read all the manuals, you can watch all the YouTube inserts and clips, you can get some experience there, but keep on going, learn, make mistakes. Over the years, I've killed thousands of fish. I've killed, all the koi's I imported from Japan once. And plants have died. But those are all a learning curve. Please, guys, please do not be discouraged when you start off with aquaponics. The first 3 months, you will not grow anything substantial. 6 months after that, yes, then your crop starts settling. Don't be in a hurry. Be patient with this one.
And then, John, aquaponics seems to be like the miracle solution for a dry, arid country like Namibia. Why do you think this is a good thing to introduce to Namibia?
Well, first of all, we use 90% less water than any soil cultivation. For the water is in channels, it's recyclable or it's recycled through the system. So the only water you use is some on evaporation, but the bulk of the water is taken up by the plants to grow. Why Namibia? Namibia, you've got the best sun in the world for this. Yes, it's hot. We can control the temperature. The fish like the heat, the plants don't, but we manage it. Another thing about aquaponics is we can produce 5 times more plants per square meter than in soil. Because we don't spray water everywhere. The roots are in the water. Our typical densities are 25 plants per square meter. where in dryland you will plant maybe 5 plants in a square meter.
And then, John, do you have a future vision for Aqualacquer?
Yes, Aqualacquer started 14 months ago with a barren piece of desert, and at the present moment we're delivering about 30 tons of lettuce to the market per annum. We're expanding to 60 tons before December, and then we'll take a bit of a break. But the future for Aqualacquer, yes, our primary crop now is lettuce, but we're experimenting with some chilies, some tomatoes, and we need to start producing export produce. That is where the money is. That is where the advantage for Namibia is. In addition to the advantage that we are stemming imports. We are cutting down, well, as I said, we're cutting down 30 tons of imports at the present moment from lettuce. People might think that that's not a lot, but take in consideration that Namibia imports 900 tons of lettuce every year. So our target is a third of that.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, John. That was Jean Bouwer of Aqualacquer in Karibib.
Good day, I'm Etienne Raymond from the Entrepreneurs Factory here at the Dome in Swakopmund. Today I quickly want to, in our entrepreneur thinking tip, I want to talk to you about what is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who creates value, who shares value and exchanges that to the benefit of everybody. So we don't believe in this capitalist social definition of entrepreneurship, which means starting a business and making money. That for us is very limiting thinking and excludes a lot of people from being entrepreneurial, by the way, which is what you're called to do. So I want you to go think, what makes you special and unique? And how do you use that uniqueness to create value in your own unique way? Secondly, I want you to think, how would you exchange value in your own unique way? And thirdly, I want you to think, when you're applying yourself in an organization, are you doing that to the benefit of everybody or only to yourself? Because if none of those things, if all of them doesn't happen, then entrepreneurship doesn't happen to its full potential. So looking forward to chat to you again in our next entrepreneurial thinking tip. Have a great day and be entrepreneurial.
And now it is time for your weather and tides for Swakopmund and all the other major towns in the Erongo region. That unfortunately brings us to the end of another episode of Erongo Talk, but you don't have to miss us too much until tomorrow, because you can check out our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. It's www.erongo.com.na. And if you want to get in touch with us and let us know what's happening in your town and in your community, you're welcome to do so at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. That's also the number you call or text or WhatsApp or Telegram or send a messenger pigeon to if you want to advertise with us in our pages, print pages, on our website or on Erongo Talk. So until tomorrow, please stay safe, please stay healthy, sanitize your hands, wear your mask, maintain social distancing, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We are in a third wave and this one is said to be worse than the ones we've lived through. So please take care. We'll see you again tomorrow.